Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Public Speaking Mel Irina, where we are sharing different stories of immigrants in Denmark. Today we are welcoming our very special guest, who has came to Denmark for many years ago from the country with total different culture and language, and she accomplished a lot. But I will not spoil you. But if you are a doctor or if you're interested in politics, watch this interview till the end. And let me welcome today Smita Salagare.
Thank you, Irina.
Thank you, Smita, for inviting us. Smita is a dentist. She has been living here for how long?
15 years.
15 years, and now she is going to regional communcal or elections as a candidate. Again, when did you come to Denmark and what language did you have? Background, experience, education? Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, Irina, I came to Denmark in 2010 because my husband, he got the international position as the chef or the international manager or the sales director in one of the international company, and he was placed as a sales director here in Denmark. And that time I was working back home and having a good position. I'm working in the dental college teaching the students, and I had a practice also, so I was doing a lot of things. And when I came to here, I had a background as a dentist where I have a bachelor and master's degree in dentistry from back home.
And was it hard to confirm your diploma here?
Yeah, exactly. When you come from the other country, for example, if you come from the country like India, then you have to go through the authorization procedure because as a healthcare person, you cannot directly work here in Denmark. So you need to basically do your authorization as a dentist, and then you can come in the workflows. And authorization procedure is very, very long. It starts with the first step, that is sending your papers to the Sundhedsstyrelsen. Then after that, once you send the paper, then you have to start with the Danish language, and you need to very high fluency in the language. You need to have 7, 10, 10 score in the language, which is a very high score as a doctor. And third thing, you have to give patient exams on the child patient, adult patient, and written exams. And the fourth one is you have to learn the Sundhedslovgivning courses. That means you have to learn how is the legislation with the doctors who are practicing here in Denmark, because there are a lot of law-abiding things, lot binding things you have to go through. So that course you have to do also in Denmark.
And how much time did it take for you?
Actually, I took very less time for the language speaking. Fluency of the language I achieved in 1 year, because I used to go 6 hours in the language school, 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon. Fluency of the language come within a short period of time, within a 1 year. But udtale på dansk, that say how you pronounce, it is very difficult. So basically I'm from the Herning Sports School that time, and they have given me a special tutor or the special professor who used to tell me the udtale. So it was really a good thing, because I was as a student learning a lot of things, where I was back home I was teaching to the students, dental students. So here I was a student and learning a lot of things.
So you can say now vloerle kartofler uden problemer?
Ja, jeg kan godt sige og så kartoffeldans, det er helt fint for mig.
That's the level, guys. Wow, Smita, that's impressive. And when did you finish your legislation process and Danish language?
Okay, yeah, it took actually around 2.5 to 3 years to finish with the complete authorization procedure, and I got the Danish authorization. And once you get the Danish authorization, it is a temporary authorization for 1 year. And in that 1 year, you have to work under supervision in the born patient and vaccine patient. That means for the children and the adult patients, you have to work under authorization and supervision of some senior dentist. So I started my first job. I started getting a lot of interviews, but I'm not able to crack interviews because of it is difficult to actually cross that barriers of culture and language. I was fluent in the language, but somewhere it was not clicking out. But after my authorization I got in my hand, the first interview I got, And luckily, there was a person who was an interviewer who was actually one of my examiner in adult
Wow.
patient exam. And the interview went very well. I presented him, and he said, "You are very bright students. Why you choose Denmark?" And I said, "Because of my husband." And then I told him that you were my actually professor, you were my examiner in the adult patient in the Copenhagen University. He was surprised. And actually, I landed in that first job, which was with the dentist in the region South Denmark, where I have to work in 3 different clinics: Sonneborg, Esbjerg, and Vejle. And the examiner was, yeah, he was my professor, and there were my 2 first bosses were there. They were very kind to me. They gave me actually this job opportunity, and I'm very thankful for them to giving me this. And successfully, I complete my supervision for 1 year in the Sonneborg and Esbjerg clinic.
Wow, that's impressive. So, no difficulties with your first job, first practice place?
Oh, there were a lot of difficulties. Actually, I come from the background where there is India. Actually, I was teaching students, doing a lot of private patient, and here I was working with the region. So that was the first different thing when you are handling in region and when you are handling in private practice. It is very different. You know, private practice is
Yeah,
more
yeah,
like a
yeah.
economy oriented, and region you need to have a more empathy, more understanding, understand the culture, understand people. So actually I learn a lot how to show the empathy to the people, how to understand them, how to understand their problems. And actually I catch up very in the short period of time. But yes, I had a lot of problems. Second problem was learning the culture, because in Danish workplace there are many non-written rules are there. They
Yeah,
say
yeah.
non-skrivende regler på arbetsplats, they say in the Danish. So where to sit for the lunch, where how to talk, or when you are eating the lunch, you have to say tak for mad. So these are the many things I learn in the everyday's day-to-day work in the first job. And that was a really good experience, Irina. I must say that.
So, Smita, can you tell me more about what did you done at your first working place?
Yeah, actually, I was working as a dentist where actually I'm treating the patients under the narcosa, that means under the general anesthesia. Here in Denmark, there are different paragraphs where the physically and psychologically handicapped children, they say fysisk og psykisk handicappet, eller nedsættet mennesker, they get some kind of treatment under the general anesthesia or narcosa. That patients I was handling in my first job, and it was a very good experience because I have never worked before in the general anesthesia, and this was the first job I have got in Denmark, and it was very challenging, and I learned a lot in this job.
Wow, sounds not easy.
No.
I'm not a doctor, but I can just imagine a little bit. And what did you do afterwards? What was your career development?
So exactly, I have worked in this first position for 4 years, and then I was pregnant, and I was actually, it was, as I told you, it was many places I have to go. So it was Sonneborg, Vejle, and Esbjerg. So it was very difficult with a baby in the hand. So then I said I will find a job which is very close to my house, and that time we used to live in the Midtjylland in Herning. So I got the second opportunity in the region Midtjylland, where I was working as a dentist there, and I was handling the patient in Hostebro and Viborg clinic, and that was also a very challenging and good job, and I really learned a lot on that job.
Yeah, thank you. That's impressive. So now you're working in the Odense clinic. Can I register for treatment to your clinic?
Yeah, basically this clinic is Odense communale Tanneplaya,
Yeah.
where we give all the children from 1 year, 1.5 year to 22 years age group.
I
They
see.
actually get the treatment. So this is when in Denmark, according to Sunahil's lovgivning, if you are up to 22 years, so you get a free dental treatment, and that dental treatment you can get in your communale Tanneplaya, and there I'm working as a dentist. So I'm basically handling the children and young adults in my clinic.
Oh, I see. That's nice. And with all your experience from
Yeah,
the
thank
beginning,
you.
you are working with children every time. And what do you think? Is it better to work in a clinic from commune or in a private
Yeah,
please.
actually, there are different things in commune. Economy is not there, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
It is not things because when the word M comes, you know what is M. But when the word M comes, the things totally change. In
Mm-hmm.
here, there is lot of empathy, lot of time is given, lot of basically you need omsos, that's said in Danish. So that is needed for the children, and that we give in our communale Tanaplaya. So we are putting a lot of efforts, a lot of empathy, and time to the our young
I
patients.
see. I admire your job, your mission. But let's talk about another mission, a mission for our society. Now you are politics. Why did you choose this path?
Yeah, exactly. Because in Denmark, when I ended in Denmark, that time the first step was that learning a language, getting authorization, fighting with the system, fighting with the another rules of the society.
Yeah.
It was very, very, very difficult. I had a, you can say, a ride, a bumper ride, and I have learned in that ride that I have to have a voice. I need to. There should not be a give up spirit. It's very important because the struggle is there, and the struggle you have to start from zero. And I have struggled a lot, and I thought that struggle never ends. So
So it was bumper ride, you said.
yeah, it was a bumper ride to start here. So basically, I started in politics because I wanted to become. When I was doing a struggle, there was no role model. There was
Mm-hmm.
nobody to look at, and I think, and there are so many struggles for the starting from language, learning the barriers, crossing the barriers, coming into the workforce. And at that time, I was having a personal fight and also a fight, mental fight with the system, because you have to be very strong. You should not give up in that process. And it takes a time. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a role model to look at that. See, this is the success story. Now I have done this, and the people who are coming like me as a spouse, they should look up to somebody, and I think I will be a role model for them. Secondly, in politics, because in politics you get the position, and with the position, it is more easy to work for the people. It is more easy to bidra på samfundet, si på
Mm-hmm.
Danish. That is to give back to the workforce or the at samfund here or the society here.
Mm-hmm.
Because Denmark has accepted us with the open hands, and now it is our time to give our from our side to the Denmark. And I think that is the best way to go through a politics where you get a position, where you can do some regulation, you can do some changes, and you can make your point stand out differently in this society. So that's why I have come to the politics.
As far as I know, there are a lot of parties, different parties in Danish political system. Why did you choose Moderaterne?
Moderaterne, they have a very good program. They are actually thinking about every part of the Danish society. For example, for the elders, they are thinking that elders should work for them if it is possible. They should work for the more time. They should be easy for elders to get the daily meal in the 50 crowns. So there should not be problems in the daycare. There should be easy in the elder playa, that is say in the Danish. So the elders, we are doing a lot of things. For the school children, we are thinking that the Tau institution, Bonnehaver or Tau Playa,
Mm-hmm.
that should become very better. There will be more democratic system there. The people who are working there, the pedagogue, they should get a more free hand for the children, because the children are our future and we have to invest in them, and it's very important that we should do good for them. So better school, better system, better teachers, better pedagogue, they will make a better future for Denmark. So we Moderatana believes in that. Thirdly, Moderatana is thinking about the our everyday problems also. For example, the prices of the things are becoming very high. The electricity prices are becoming high. The day-to-day wear prices are becoming very high. The Moderatana having a good program where the things are the prices, the outgifta on all the things will be reduced. So we are working for that. And they are working also for the all the levels of the Danish society, and they are putting the positive efforts and working really hard for those people. This party is more open, and I think this party is looks at everybody. It is not on the right or it is not on the left, but it gives equal opportunity to all the people. And you can see that I'm having a background which is non-Danish background. Yes, I'm a new Danska. I am now Danish citizen, but still I come from the other country, becoming the part of the country, paying the taxes here, contributing in the society. So party, when I applied to this position, party has never said no. They said yes. That means they are open for the skilled immigrants, and they're open for the immigrants who are coming from the outside. So that is a very positive thing. So they want us to come in the mainstream and become a successful in the mainstream. So that's why I have chosen Moderaterne.
But it would be not possible if you wouldn't have a Danish passport, am I right?
No, if you are living legally 4 years in Denmark, then you can actually stand for the communval or regionsvalg. You don't need a passport for that.
I see.
You need a passport when you want to stand out for the election for the Folketing, that is the Danish parliament. That time you need a citizenship. Otherwise, regionsvalg and kommunsvalg, you don't need a passport.
But you have a passport.
I have a passport, yeah.
Maybe you can tell us shortly what was your journey to that.
Oh yeah, that was also a very difficult journey, because in passport also you need a language first, and you need to have a PR, you need to work certain years of time, then you have to clear the test which is called as Danish test, which is about the Danish Danish history.
Yeah.
And that test also is challenging. But you know, everybody asks me, how was that test? And I said, I come from India, which is such a big country with so many states and so many different languages. And here there is only one language with the small Denmark. So it was very easy for me to learn this. So if I can learn, you can also learn. So I gave them a good example. See, I can do it, you can also do it. So it was easy, yeah.
That's I keep talking about on my channel and in my real life.
Yeah.
But people sometimes say, "Oh, that you are so smart. You had a lot of time for that. I cannot do it, etc., etc."
Yeah.
But guys, everything is possible if you want it.
Yeah.
So tell me about your program. Now you're in a Moderaterne and we have elections
Yeah.
ahead. What is your plan?
Yeah, the election is actually on 18th of November.
Yeah.
And it is for the kommunvalg and regionsvalg for the Region Syd Denmark, and kommunsvalg is for the Odense commune.
Yeah.
So I'm running for both the elections, and now I'm actually actively involved in the political different meetings, and I'm meeting different people. And secondly, I'm also doing campaigning. I have started my campaigning. Many people are actually helping me in this campaign, and I can see there is a very positive reply. There are few people who doesn't like it, but you should take the positive and negative together. That's the way life it is. And I'm taking all these experiences with me, and I'm going forward with lot of courage and hope.
That sounds amazing. And as you said, there is a bitter side of this story.
Yeah.
You have already haters.
Yeah.
How do you handle it?
Actually, when I was doing campaigning, few people didn't like, maybe they didn't like me or they didn't like party. So they were giving some comments, they were showing some hand gestures, and I took them, I said, thank you, I will take it as a compliment, not a personal, but for the party basis, and we will change and we will do the change in ourselves, and we'll come with a big bang. So I take it as a positive feedback, and I like to change, and I like us to change, all of us to change accordingly.
So you are saying you are open to constructive criticism.
Yeah, criticism is always there, but you have to take a constructive criticism. When you are going everyday work also, or you are outside, you are working for something, you are doing some another work which is not a chosen path, which is a different path, then you always get a good and bad experience. So criticism will be there, but you have to think the positive things, you have to change those things, and you should not pull yourself back. You should not go in the in the small hole where you should say, no, I don't want a criticism. That is not possible. Criticism will be always there, and when you come in the public forum like this, where it is the big platform, then obviously you have to be open for the criticism. And when you come from the another background, another society with the another values and another ethics, and you are learning on the way many things, then obviously criticism will be there, and you have to take it positively on every step of life.
Yeah, of course. Unless what choice we have if we would not take everything positively. So Smita, I think you have an excellent program to give with Moderaterne, because I'm doing shopping myself and I'm very disappointed with prices. But how would you do it?
Yeah, actually, Moderaterne is trying at the national level to decrease the avgifta or the taxes on the many things. For example, our daily wear things as well as the electricity, and they are trying to make a routine life for the normal Danish citizen to become easy and more little bit cheaper. And they are having a program also for the healthcare program, which is like the Sundar Health System or the Sundar Health Vasan, they will say healthcare system should closer to the patient, and it is very important, it should be patient oriented. So it is very important where you live, you get the healthcare closer to your commune or the region where you are living in. And their Moderaterne is actually concentrating on there should be a lesser working time or the waiting time on the healthcare system. There should be a more doctor and patient ratio, that is also they are working on, and the healthcare should be equally available, and it should be easier for the every citizen of Denmark. So they are making a lot of efforts for that.
Sounds great. I hope you will win and you will implement everything you just
Thank
said.
you. Yeah.
And we are having here this beautiful figure, Indian, I assume. Can you tell me more about it? And does it something to do with your political career?
No, it doesn't with the political career actually. It is called as Nataraj. It is come from the South India. I'm from the West India, but this comes from the South India. And he is the dancing god who is the Nataraj. And he is a sign of culture and prosperity in the life. So yeah, when you celebrate your happiness, when you celebrate your day-to-day life, when you celebrate something, so this basically Nataraj is always there as a sign of celebration. So this is a sign of victory, celebration, and a positivity in life and prosperity in life.
I see. I hope we will have prosperity with the help of your party, and we
Thank
will
you.
celebrate your
we will celebrate
victory.
definitely.
Smita, with such an impressive journey, I think you can share quite a lot of information, useful information with us. And usually I am asking guests at my channel for some advice. 3 pieces of advice for immigrants from you.
First one is don't give up. I know the journey is very difficult. You come from the other country, you have to face a lot of struggles, but don't give up. Keep the positive attitude, keep going. That's the first thing. Second thing, criticism. It is very important to face the criticism, whether it is a positive, whether it is a negative, whether it is constructive, whether it is non-constructive. Face the criticism and make the changes, because that is the way you will learn yourself. And the most important and third thing is that enjoy life, enjoy the process, because you have to enjoy the journey, then the destination will be also there, because you achieve the destination in the one moment or one point, but in that journey has to be enjoyed. So enjoy your daily life, enjoy your whole journey, so obviously you will achieve also destination within a shorter period of time. So these are the 3 things I want to give it to all the immigrants who are actually coming to Denmark. And as a politician, I will like to give advice that I can become a role model for them. See, if I can do it, you can also do it. You can do it coming to the workforce, you can do with the Danish authorization, you can do it with the learning the language, you can come and do the earning your life here, getting your house here, getting a citizenship here, starting your job here, coming in the active politics here. So you can do everything what I have done. So I will be a good example for you. If I can do it, you can also can do it. And second thing, politics is not that bad. Politics is very good. You have to come in the active politics. Everybody says if you want to do a difference in the society, you have to be actively participate in the society. And politics is that good place get to the politics, come to the politics, and there are chances that you can make your presence heard, you can make your voice heard in everyday life. So these are the few, you can say, examples or few outcomes
Yeah,
to the all the people.
that's magical. I like this, especially the part about enjoying life. And dear guests, don't forget to comment on this video. Smita become a role model for me. And what about you? What do you think about Moderaterne or future elections? Share your constructive criticism if you want here in the comments. And if you want more interviews like that, you can check my channel with English or Russian speaking guests and share comments as well. And I wish you, Smita, victory and success in your life. Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
sharing.
Irina. Thank you. Thank you for all your efforts. Thank you for your help and time. And I really appreciate it. Thanks.